Welcome everybody. How you doing? This is Ghost Gen 3. Good to see everybody. Hope you guys are having positive, good days. Here is the Charter Arms AR7 Explorer survival rifle. Look at this thing. It's pretty cool. Thought I'd show you guys this. A little bit older. It's kind of like this Henry survival rifles and others. They're all pretty much similar. They have the barrel and everything in the stock. The difference I've been finding out doing research for years and everything else is even though they all seem to be the same, they're not exactly the same. There's some minor differences, and especially with the magazines. So if a lot of you have been having problems out there, you buy magazines, whether it's a gun show website, for a Henry versus Charter Arms, the AR7 like this one, and you'll notice they fit. Here's the, I believe, 6+1, I just forgot. But it'll fit and everything looks the same. They look exactly alike, but you'll have malfunctions, failure to feeds. I mean, it's just kind of a nightmare. And this one's pretty cool. This is actually a 15 rounder, and it doesn't work on this one. It has problems, so it'll probably work on another type. But a buddy of mine bought this, and of course they sold to him thinking, oh yeah, it's a riot rifle, blah blah. And as I'm finding out, these things all look alike, but their magazines from one to another, pretty much for the most part, don't work. They have problems. So if any of you guys have any input on that, make sure you leave some comments. I'd love to hear it. But from what I've seen and researched, and I talked to some people who know their stuff on these survival rifles, some of them, well, I'm telling you, they look alike. They'll fit in. They'll maybe fire a round or two, and then everything goes to hell. So just so you guys be aware. So like I said, anyone knows about that, let me know. Like I said, this is a 15 rounder, which is really cool. So I'm gonna have to see what we're gonna do with that one. So let's get to this part here. Let me show you the bottom part here. This turns like a screw-like, and we'll get to that. Here's where the receiver part of it will go in, then the barrel. And this is plastic. This right here is like another type of rubber type plastic. Supposedly this will float. I haven't put this in the water. This is a friend of mine, so I thought I'd share this. And it'll seep in some water from what I hear. And this is an older model. So anyways, let's get to it. Basically, you pop this off. So I'm sure some water would get into this. Okay, there we go. So you pop it off. It's just being held by pressure. So look at, there's no... Yeah, some water would get in there. Would this still work? Of course. Yeah, it's going to work. Just dry it off and everything. I mean, God forbid it falls in the water, you're kayaking or crossing a river or something. But basically, for the most part, it's going to work. And here's the barrel right here. Pretty cool. And I got my tape measure. I could get the specs, and I decided, you know what? I'm just going to use my tape measure so you guys can all see exactly, right there. Here's the receiver part. And we're going to pull it out. And here's a spare magazine. On some you can, I've tried on this one, you can actually, and I'm going to show you, keep another mag, small mag here, like this one, already in the body of it, but it doesn't seem to fit, so that's not good. So alright, let's pull out the barrel, and see this notch right here? This notch actually kind of will, it's hard to tell, but let me get this out. If you can look in there, there'll be a notch also on the upper part right here. So that's how you put it back in, with that notch, and you'll be able to squeeze it all the way in, just like that. And same with the front sight, as you can see right here. It's only going to fit one way, and then you're back in. So let's take this out. Here's the ring. This is going to lock it down. This is 22 long rifle only right here, as you can see. I want you guys to get a good little view in here. It's a really cool gun, little rifle, I should say. This is some kind of steel. What steel, I couldn't tell you. I'm just basically here to kind of show you this rifle. I wish this was orange here tipped or something. I've seen the new ones. A buddy of mine bought a Henry one, survival rifle, and it's obviously updated and a lot better, of course. And his has a plastic insert right here on the front side, so that's really good because it's hard to see at night and stuff, and even in the daytime. But nevertheless, still really, really fun 22 to shoot and to have for survival. You can put in your go bags, of course, and I'm sure plenty of you guys already thought of that, or in your car or something. Now here's where the spare mag is. Yes, this one has rounds in it, everybody. Shocking, isn't it? And So you can tell these mags, like I said, this one with the rounds works and this other one doesn't that well. But except for minor differences, like right here, look at this weld right here, and this one doesn't have it. And I'm going to show you something else that's different. Look at the back. Remember, the one with the rounds actually works. So you can tell, you see some differences here. One has a hole and one doesn't. It has more of a slit and another hole down here. Whether that means something or not, I couldn't tell you. Most likely it'll fit the other type of survival rifles. Now look at this indentation and look at the small indentation. The one with the ammo, remember, is the one that works. Look how big that indentation is and look how small this one is. So I'm sure these are factors that are important. How, obviously, working and not working and having failures to feed and everything else, but for the most part, just be leery, be aware that you get the right mags for the right survival gun, because it will not function in others. It sucks. It'd be nice if it did, but anyways. Alright, so now we get to this part right here. As you can see, it's getting more empty here. This whole thing, by the way, weighs probably like less than about 3 pounds, if not less, and I'm just throwing that number out there. I don't have anything to weigh. Here's the AR7 Explorer. You'll see it, Stratford, Connecticut, it says on there. And here's your charging handle. You can pull it out. When you put it away, you just push it in. It's pretty cool. It's pretty nice the way these things came out. I mean, I'm looking forward to getting one. Here's your trigger, obviously. This is your safety here. And this right here, folks, look at this. It's not the greatest, but this is your sight right here. You could actually unscrew this and move this up a little bit, but basically, if you can tell, my God, that's pretty much your sight that you're going to line up with your front sight. So this is your rear sight. Let me give you a front view here. So, like I said, this is a survival rifle, not supposed to be some sniper hunting hardcore rifle. This is your safety right here, so I apologize I said this was a safety, but this is your safety right here. As you can see, it says safe, on, off. And so let's get the rifle together. Now, first thing we're going to do basically is close the back of it, just with the buttstock right here. Like I said, this is like a plastic rubber, like you can hear that. So you see it says Charter Arms AR7 Explorer. Like I said, be very specific. People that know their weapons, and I have a couple of friends that are really smart gunsmiths, very well trained and have a lot of experience, and she told me, oh no, this won't fit, which I knew, but I want to hear from her because she knows a lot more than I do. And she's a really smart lady. So okay, so basically what we do, you're going to unscrew this will be unscrewed anyways here, and it'll always stay loose until you tighten it up when we put this together right here. So this is the way it's going to go. We're even trying to make you guys get a good view of this right here. So this is going to go in here, just like this. It's really simple. Look how simple that is. Now it's starting to resemble some kind of rifle, right? Here's what it looks like on that side. And this is what it looks like on the bottom. Top there. Now, what's going to happen is we're going to screw this. This is a long screw right here. Let me pull this out again. And this is where it's going to go, right here. That's where the screw is going to go in and tighten it in. So basically, it goes in. It's going to go right to the rim right here. So that's when you know it's in. See that right here? Can't go no further back. So you're going to hold this like that. Turn this knob right here. And just keep turning. You don't have to hold the receiver here tight. But you're going to start feeling this right here turning tight. There we go. You don't have to overkill. You have to use a Superman Kung Fu grip on this. You know, this is plastic. This is some kind of alloy, aluminum or something. Anyways, just enough tight, and that's it. You don't, like I said, have to go that hard. So now we have that part done. Pretty cool, huh? Starting to look like a real rifle now. Now what we do, this little barrel, God, this thing is so light, it's unreal. So what we're going to do here, obviously your front side is going to go up. This is your ring that's going to tighten. So, oh, let me mention something else here. There's a notch right here. If you can see, here's your front sight, and I'm holding it straight up. Here's a notch. That notch is going to correspond, and this is how you'll know, obviously, you know, it's not that hard, with this notch right here, okay? So, you know the front sight is up. There you go. Now, when you do this, it's already pushing the spring back. So you're gonna have to hold it. Get the knob, get this little screw-on knob here. Put it against yourself or something. You're gonna pull the barrel into you, as you can see, because if I let it go, it goes forward. And then you're gonna pull this ring right here and start turning. Just tighten it. Doesn't have to be that kung fu grip, just nice and tight. There you go. Look at this baby. Now it resembles a little rifle, huh? So we're gonna measure this, just so you guys know. Let me show you what it looks like with this long baby in here. Kind of cool. This is your magazine release right here, by the way. I had said safety earlier, so I apologize. So basically, push that, and you pull your mag out. So I wish it worked, because that's cool to have a 15 in there, huh? Looks pretty damn cool. Let me show you what the small one looks like. This one with bullets. Alright, and there's the way it's flush right here. So that's pretty cool. And you just push this right here, this lever, and it's your magazine release. Okay, so let's measure this baby out. And oh, by the way, let me show you this side right here. So basically, you can't put in safe yet because it's not charged. So you're gonna pull out. There you go, right here, charging handle. And what you do is just, that's it. Now I'm gonna show it to you this way so you can see this side of it. Okay, just pull it out. And it does go back in on its own, so I'm holding it at an angle, so that's why it kind of slides in. So you're just going to pull it back. As you can see, the chamber opens, let it go. And now you can push the safety. See that? Won't fire. There's no rounds in here. When you're ready to fire, take the safety off right here, moving forward towards the barrel, and pull the trigger, and you're good to go. So other ones that I've seen updated, like my friend who bought one, you'll have a space here, screws, so you could put a rail, or some come with the rails already, so you could put a scope or anything else. So that's, you know, the updated. This thing is pretty old. All right, so let's measure this baby here. So I want you guys to see. So I'm going to measure from the tip of the barrel to the end of the stock, to the buttstock. So it's 35 inches, 2 feet 11 inches. So if that's good for you guys that want to do the feet, 35 inches for those of you guys who want to hear in inches. So that's pretty short. I mean, that's pretty cool. Now we're just going to measure just the barrel itself. And the barrel from the tip right here where it actually goes in is about 16 inches, 15 and a half inches. Remember, it's kind of screws in and goes inside. So 15, 16 inches. That's it, because 1 inch of it is already inside the receiver here. That's pretty small. And just the stock itself, the plastic from here, where you put the receiver and everything, to the butt end is 16 and a quarter, 1 foot 4 inches. Actually, no, I take that back. Yeah, it's 16 and a half inches. Sorry about that. 16 and a half inches. Wow. So 1 foot half inch. That's pretty cool. That's amazing. So, and if you guys want to know how long this one is, now that we're measuring, let's see what that is. This long one that holds 15 rounds is actually 6 3/4 inches. That's pretty cool. And the short ones are, these little short ones are 3 inches. Yeah, they're pretty cool. And anyways, this is pretty awesome. This is what this baby looks like. I mean, this thing, you know, it's got to weigh at least maybe 2 pounds, 3 at the max. You know, I wish I would have looked that spec up. I apologize. You guys could find it. I mean, this is not me giving like a big detailed overview of this. It's just a basic one because I like it. I think it has a very good function. This can go in go bags. We all know 22s are hard to get nowadays, the ammunition. But nevertheless, this would go great in a go bag for emergencies. Keep one in your car, maybe, depending. You know, you guys got to know your laws in your states, and you know, we all know everything's going nuts lately in the United States. But I mean, once this is folded down, I mean, this will fit perfectly in your, and it's so light. I mean, if you guys think this is going to cause you more weight for you backpackers like me, you know, rock climbers, everything. I mean, this thing, it's better to have something than nothing in the outdoors. Of course, I'd have heavier calibers as well. But I mean, this thing is, it's pretty quiet. I mean, it's a 22. So it's just this thing is just awesome. I mean, it's really really great. You know, I've seen some of them, the Henry rifles and the other survival ones, and they're all averaging under $300. I just checked a couple days ago. I was at a gun store that my friend owns, and I asked, and one was like 280. They have a camouflage one, and that cost a little bit more, of course, but still under $300. And I think the cheapest I saw was between 240, 270, somewhere in there, depending where you go. I would check online, of course. But anyways, the Charter Arms AR7 Survival Rifle. Pretty cool. Now you guys know, very similar to Henry and others, but there are differences. This one is an older model, but nevertheless, differences. Now you guys know there's differences with the mags. They may not work in all of these systems, so just know that. That way you don't buy something and then figure you can use it in your other one if you have a secondary one, or your friend has one, you guys are swapping mags. Well, now you guys know. So do some research, trust me. It's sad. I wish I could tell you different, but other than that, it's a great little rifle. I loved it. I took it apart completely down to the springs. Boy, you got to be careful there because those springs will jump, and it's for a little tiny thing. It's got some springs in there. Anyways, let me take this apart now. So the way you're going to take it apart, we know there's no rounds in it. There's no magazine in here. We start with the barrel right here. And you just turn it. Like I said, you don't have to put it that hard in there. And once you just turn it, unloosen it, you know, it's going to go down with the barrel. There we go. And you just pull it off. It's that simple. I mean, look at this. You just pull it off. By the way, this is not going to come off because of the front sight, so you're not going to lose it. It's not going to come off here either. You know, it's not meant to, so that's a good thing. That's good to know. We all know sometimes things can disappear, you lose them. That's the last thing we all want. Alright, so now we're down to this short size right here. So to loosen this up, you just turn this right here, your knob. It's so simple, my God, it's unreal. Okay, so as you keep turning it, like I said, you never had to turn it really hard. You don't need to. Look at it, it's already turning. This, by the way, for some of you may be asking, smart guys like me, you can keep turning, it's not going to fall out. It'll just swivel, so that's good to know. I like that because, you know, sometimes, whether you're tired or whatever, you did it, you turned it, and all of a sudden this thing falls out. Oh my God, nightmare. So this will not fall out. That's good. Look at this. It'll just spin. And then once you tighten it up, you take a couple turns and it'll already tighten up really fast. Look at that. It's already tightening up. So there you go. So just for you guys that know, you're not going to lose this knob right here. Alright, so now, basically, okay, a couple more turns. And there you go. Look how small that is. In fact, let's measure this. And just because I'm curious myself as well. This is 6 inches. 6 inches right here, folks. I mean, wow. And then from top to bottom, let's see, 3 3¾ inches from top to bottom from here to here. I mean, look at this. This thing is just unreal. Pretty cool. And then, of course, we're back to the stock by itself. Plastic, obviously. You guys can hear that. Now, we're going to get the buttstock loose. There we go. It's not hard. I had to pull it in because, you know, it's a little, you got to get in there deep. You can see the grooves right here. Obviously, there's no rubber seal or nothing like that. You know, I believe the new ones have something a little different, but even then they can get a little wet, but they pretty much say, according to my friend, that the new Henry ones are, I don't want to say waterproof. I don't remember if he said that, but at least water resistant. And it's not going to get all soaked, and it is going to float. So you're going to at least get to see it and go swim or get it, and, you know, it won't sink. All right, so let's put the barrel in. You're going to go in with the front sight, up, right in here. Everything's got a little spot for itself. Look at that. Not flush, but close, because you got plenty of space right here, about 1 inch worth of space right here. Now we're going to go with the receiver here, and it's going to go in forward, by the way. As you can tell, the shape is there, so there's no way to mix it up. And if you sometimes put it in and this happens to be sticking out like this, your charging handle, it's not going to go in, so obviously you got to push it in. There you go. Look at that. You can see the side view there. And I'm going to put the loaded magazine, the good one, in here. Obviously it won't go that way, so see, it's pretty cool. You pretty much can, it'll let you know. Kind of idiot proof, so to speak. So now this, obviously you want the name upward. You can see the name. It's pretty much the same, looks like. Well, no, I take that back. I apologize. You can see the angle. the bottom where it says AR7, obviously you don't want to put it upside down because I wouldn't, but as you can tell, it's not as angled on the top, but look at the bottom. It's more angled, curved out. So it does have a purpose there. And obviously the barrel sticks out a little bit more here, so you do want to put it in the upside right correct way. Snap it in. Look at that. There you go, folks. Is that freaking awesome or what? This thing is just really, really cool. I mean, if you want your kids to learn weapons, I would recommend something like this. It's got a cool factor to it as well. You can teach them, and the portability and a lot of uses this thing has. It's just awesome. It's so easy to carry. This should fit in my day pack and other types of packs that I have small. I mean, backpack, come on, I'd fit all kinds of stuff there. So anyways, folks, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is the Charter Arms AR7 Explorer. Look into it. It's a great thing for survivalists like myself, preppers, anything you guys want to, whatever you guys call yourselves. But we know what we mean, you know, people that, you know, take care, you know, that are, be prepared, you know. I remember being my scout days, the motto, be prepared. It's a great motto, love it. Alright folks, so enjoy that. Click on the like button, I'd appreciate it. Come and subscribe. I'm going to get more videos out. Sorry I've been out for a little bit. And go look at my other videos. I think you'll like them. Feel free to ask any questions. What I don't know, I'll tell you I don't know, but I'll either research and find it for you. That's one thing about me. I know my stuff. I know a lot of things, but there's a lot of things I don't know. So I'm still learning. Life's a constant learning process, which I love. So you guys take care. Have beautiful days. C'est la vie. Talk later.